This year, one woman lost her life, and we also lost a student also died here because of the road nature. At that time, I was not in the house. I left for school because when incident of this nature happened, they called me to bring in the motorbike to pick the patient to the hospital. But that time I was not around, and only 2 people have a motorbike here, and they are not strong motorbikes. So a lady was sick here, about 13 years. So they called somebody. They went to somebody to pick a motorbike. The time they went there to pick the motorbike, got to the patient's house. He could not sit on the motorbike. At that time, they picked somebody to send that motorbike to reach out to look for a motorking. When the person left there to call for the motorking, the time the motorking got here, the person lost their life.
Ida ka julo o awon ka julo o ti ma mo bon ka un se o mi una bala le aja amaton lo wodi suro ti po ko bo ma o ma aju o won ya oja nka a ya ju o fun ya abibio ma don ka se a o fun ya asiki an dota ma bon ka dota wa burkai asiki we a asia won ta ka yina bar na on tan ko nti atan ko lo ne on ka jan do wata ko ka on ko yin kuso na ko on pa di po ko di ni yu apa na yin na nya la won gan ka bo ko ya ka aju o won ya ka yiken ya ka batin wa ko kina te batin atin alwa ko bi hu de ka an kon ko usuna de po aton atin na o vole ka yi na de nya asane je ka bo ya abi yi ko ga na la bi li ire ba di po ku ya butar bi pon ni yisuku nti bi i pon yisuku e bule taro ka kule kala ko ka na bi na o pe mo pe ntinya bi ala len gan ku kun bola awusan la on wuyele abu si abi ni gan ton ko ma ta bi ju ba lan jo abi abi ni iwuna nti ka se bi wa se on la ton la e kuma na le ka wa mbo me so ba nti fumutun so fun la ka se ka weju nti fumutun so si yina se ka se bombo to sangera boto nti ka ya se a to tere bi na ka do don si mo na bi kin on ina ba sana ko se on sana ba ko se on le kuna ti se a to ta na be kai ka yi na yara asan ku yi bola andre ka wode ka wuni bo ka yi na bola ka ba bi nti si yi ba bola bi ya bola ka aba ka agwo so ba nti ba ko ton wala le ba ko ton wana le ka kala ko nya bi kin go ka bi bara nti wa ta yi jan la ko mala le o bara le wa se on la in sen la ton le bo le kinkie sa ta so kwara ni kine nti asora se bo dan se la bo do ta ti ka ti unpo ma on ale lo asota ya so fula lo ma fun de kin se ka se a un ja foro le bembe un bembe nta po ko wudum kan su ku na wota mi wa bon atuma ja weju na wota mo kuma atuma se wa se lo ton ya do ta ton yi
My name is Honorable Jodbunte Joseph Diinti. I'm coming from Dudoma. I'm born, bred in this community. In fact, sometimes we feel like we are not part of Ghanaians because we think we have been cut off. Because when you lose a relative, when you lost a relative, which is not supposed to be so, because if we have the good road network, if somebody is experienced, I think we can call the ambulance to rush fast to save the person to the hospital, to save the person's life. But because of the nature of the road, And people have been dying when they are not even supposed to be dying. But what do we do since it's a natural occurrences? In fact, we are not always very happy when we lose such person in the community. Dodoma is a village located south of West, where most farmers lived. And when you get to the district capital, Wichao, then you take a road from the polyclinic site, moving south towards the Hippo Sanctuary. When you get to the Hippo Sanctuary, you enter my electoral area, where we call Twakalik electoral area. Then from there you proceed, you go small, you see the Hippo Sanctuary signboard at the right hand side, then you proceed, go small. When you move a little bit, you see a signboard at the left hand side. That is written, "Welcome to Dodoma." So that is how you can follow that direction to get to the village Dodoma. And from Wichao to Dodoma is about 18 kilometers before you can reach there. They don't do any trade. They only depend on their small farmers, their peasant farmers. They only depend on their farms. But the women sometimes, they even find difficult. Sometimes, like when they gather shea nut, sometimes they extract them into oil. Sometimes they make it in the form of a ball, so they exchange with food. Like when they make it in the form of a ball, they will look for a small calabash to be able to measure the corn and exchange it with the oil. So they use some of those things to also enable them to survive. Sometimes they also go into charcoal burning. That enables them to also sell something out and get something out of for their life.
Adolfo aka se boare ndebe se wa hala ku yersena se ne betara apo anto no ajale se manye ama bibi ban bo entara aba ye na ngmen argumele a ondo bulmo ba wonyama na wa bonka enta wo yi ne dota ba bekai yi ja ba me ja ba moko na sangwa wa ta po entare dintual ajale nyana po entara po yan oba amamu don do fo ni na watara ndi ba yipo embe wa galngbara pe ba pil pama ka nyama oro ka njin suro ni bijia adonya la dota be bla pala do futale kama kenta agan ba kuma kin chin wicha enko to chi na gbe ama asere bata libie emameta libie vunvule se mabo enwata po ba nkoto gbo sala nkoto ta bunwe kama ichi na donya gbe tan kin sie wicha awicha okorata do lija yimpie eni chini le wakora yopwe nkonya libie ka yibe vuata yiri nko gan ama asere ko nya libie on patro no han moto ku de machine ka dia to le teta wicha abekin suwa abaran gba ma foto na baka le ne ire asiti onya dorfu be nkai ya oja sorba be kai ama yure yi binana ase kpefo pome sir so diretu enwesenye adore so abagie na ba meti yin se agiere wa se me gina na a ble na se me gire na se me kata a alse mbora jaja na mo ba se me ken so Masro ichim wopo mbabon ka mo polu ichimi ka libie pion fi gile wi me wo irima nyunwa ma iyi ticha ka po oma ka ganu kwele ka bibi yo bole wotu nyu a ondo bulnya wo yakarmale tara moto boyen ne da ayin nya yen fie bare wa bela moto mbe nya da wi re ku chenta ka wa tora bilo ba hana wa tora a moto ondo bul yakarma moto duure ta wo moto pa akoma ba mi bibe ba mi dara moto kan ka te unya pa ja to we ka ba yi to ka ala fata da bi wi che ole fo ko nya kan a ondo bul yakarma se mba ken ko do toro moto kan no ter ka ba kpoma ankula to wan jan ama bibi mi ware ba ngale ye ka ba din ma doyele ba wote bare ti unja kan kan mala to wan jare yiba irma ba ba irma bi na ngam boson ka ese me dona so falen do di falen do bare ba ira kan bi bomba watare ja ka aje ka abega ba bere ka anda mili e che ka yibe dina kan por ala
sa a wicholo abenani do adon do ko talo ba ma fa so bi abere ja bi so chi be mi afiki an ka don ba ma bi nti ba ma bi ju ne cha ka fman gba san chen dala fa ka o ma na ka ton chen wicho ti daga ala fa en be chen don ai ba ma da sun bi ja se be sina mi chen abare ba sa sikin wicho eten so bi me fon so ta ba la chen don te fa ma nya bai te wan la sma chen be sin ka de ma chen be jaka se ni tu fi sa no tu se na wa fi ha nsa ne me ko wa no de me kwa picha ne me de ko do ta ne ba ka kira me se afuru na se to ai mbete tabe emere ta sa ma ya bare embere ta ba wa ka ba kuma ba ya ka kin ba foto ale na kin abare film ka ina ba kuma ka kin do ta pa ba ka ba de manga awa ka madam ba ina wu film kan ka ina uda gan kare kan ti ya foto na in shin baya apo sauna apo na ne so ajin gule ali yima ka ira apo sauna inti ya jin fi ali bebe ya ba mpe ona alvare ka kawara inti lola amonton wanja intonton aba to man kwana ba kan ti ya ba ira jin chala alba ina ba kuma a gan ya kin dana abosa alba man don na po ai kai ayu gbani in ba kana alba man do apore de sa jo ve min bole ka kin da awa ko ba inja ba kuma libri kin aba ya ma kin da atin jura la na wanyu ka ba nya libri dana na de wa ya won bala bebe ma so la wi mu na sa wa la bebe sa samati yar ka ara e ka sora sira tara atin so la yan gan ka san wa mama le sa tin so lona bi are do ta ben ka tin o me na yin chan tin so lona sa ka so bebe sa na nya ka ara tin so lon shi ta so na ne ba e wa don do ta me ma fa su bebe tin sira tara do ta me so sira tara sa tin so la ina ka jin ber ber nya yima anda sa kin te chan tin so lo to lora ke bebe ka do ndra bale ka un bebe la bebe sa ne sa le ta boro ka amba ya ma la so ma ta ya lo mo la so sa wata sana bi fun do buka
Monate. Katum. Abiso. Agaji. Kaidem. La fille la cha. Yo, they are bang. Madame Sabote. Ayo lalo. Sabote. Ka ho mga yuri. Pinswa. Ka ho wa ya no. Ka ho sere. Ayi de me za ya pe.
So we can continue.
Okay. We ka bon taro wache. Puwa honta ka jin yiro. Yo. Azina yira bira wala lezin.
Ayi
Atanda bulo. Na pompe ho kwampaya. Adebuma. Ndia no benche. Some, if they come here, you give them 1 month to come back. They will go and just be waiting until maybe they are sick or they are in labor. So when it's like that, I always do the follow-up. And most of them too, if you ask, they said from their place coming here sometimes it's tiring. So mostly I follow them up to give service to them. Mostly the roads, because the motor is not strong, sometimes I got locked up on the way, flat tire or something. One village, Tembridge, yeah. I went there. Actually, I went safely, but when I was coming, I go to some place. There were a lot of stones. Yes, I hit one and then the front tire deflated. And I even fell, but I wasn't hit. And I managed it to the next village and they work on it. I don't feel happy, but so far as it's my work, I'm just working for the people. So I'm okay with it. $. See, during our distant outreach service, we don't stay here because of our vaccines fridge is faulty. So when it's time for our CWC service, we go to which our sleep, and then the community we are going, we will send the vaccines there and then send it back again. Go send it the next day, and then because we are too bad, because of the security man problem, if the guy is to go to Wichau, I alone cannot stay here. So usually during this period, the two of us move in and out because the community people, they are not trying to contribute and pay the security man. Actually, they got one, but because of the payment, he doesn't come in here. And a lady sleeping here alone is risky. So when it's, unless he is here or if you are not doing anything, we sleep. Once he's a man, he's around, we sleep, but if he's not there, and it's outreach time, we move. 2 times. Maybe if I'm to go there for outreach today, if I go and it happens that I've missed a woman who is to take immunizations, I have to go there, and then home visit too. If I'm having home visit at the community, I have to go, or any defaulted tracing. Sometimes I go there a community more than 2 times in a month, depending on the situation there.
I can say this for you, road. That is not how a road looks like. It's a path. And if it's a road, we know a car can pass. It's just a path that where we even use bicycles and motorbikes, because a car cannot come here. If a car can come here, I can also bet that it's only tractor that can come here because it's not a road. And that is why we also pass before we get to Twakale to link the main road. And because of that, you see that we put a signboard there. So that when you pass through the signboard, you see that is a path that we path, so that we can also enter into the market. That's why a woman pass there to buy ingredients. It's not a road. We don't have a road. This is just a path that we also pass. They use bicycles and all those things to get to the main road. And we pass that road to the Wichao market, the district capital. That's why the market is, I've already narrated, it's affected a lot of life in the people here. Because if you look at it, before even, let's take it, when they finish their farm, this produce, and they want to send it to market. Imagine from here to about 8 kilometers before you join the main distance. People have to carry the little that they produce, send it there, and join the border a car before they get to your market for them to sell. Not even talk of when somebody is sick, because we have to struggle, put the person on the motorbike. If the person cannot sit on the motorbike, we have to use the motorcane. And when the motorcane, before you call the motorcane from the district capital to come here and pick the patient, because the nature of the road, they will charge you some huge amount. So sometimes when you are finding it difficult in getting the amount to send the patient there, the patient may easily lose their life, because a car cannot come here, ambulance cannot come here to convey the patient to the hospital to save life.